I'm not doing a full outfit of the week thing this week, but can we please just take a second for this fit? Like, I'm wearing slippers, but the rest of it is a look, and this cat is getting very fed up with being my little piece of arm candy. We're gonna let him free. What a day. So if you watch the end of my last video, not my last video, it would have been the last vlog. If you watch the end of that, you might have noticed that I was kind of on a downward spiral. Fun stuff. Loved that. Every time I think I'm over it, I'm not. I really have put way more of my self-worth into getting a job this summer than I intended to, than I want to. So I basically have just felt like absolute crap for the past couple of days. I guess it just all kind of hit me like a tidal wave on Friday. Yeah, so that's where we're at, and I really, every time that I think it's like we're done, we're moving past the like emotional breakdown aspect of it, we're not. So like literally spent the 30 minutes before my like 1 p.m. class today just crying. Love that for me. Also, I haven't cried in a year, and so the fact that I've done it like 4 times this weekend is just wild. It's cool to know that I'm still capable of that, but I'd like it to stop now, please. I don't know why all of my self-worth is in whether or not I have a job for the summer after my 1L year, but all of it is. And so I just have convinced myself that I'm a complete failure despite having a lot of proof that I'm not. Yeah, love that. It's a great feeling. Doing well. So anyways, yeah, I cried for 30 minutes and then joined class and then got called on for the entirety of class. Like I got cold called the entire way through that, which didn't go as bad as it could. I made the professor repeat a couple of questions because I almost want to email her and be like, hi, sorry, I'm dumb. I'm in the middle of like going through like a complete mental breakdown. I'm not going to actually email her that, but like that is my disclaimer that like for some reason, some things just weren't registering today because yeah, this is like the worst life crisis I think I've had in a very long time. I don't remember the last time this happened, honestly. So yeah, I did eventually like manage to get the correct answers for most of the things that I panicked about at first. So, and had to like repeat questions on. So it could have been worse. I hate this. So, yeah. That's where we're at. So, this week is starting at the bottom. And I think we can only go up from here. So, I don't know where we'll go, but you know, I also have a ton of reading tonight. It seems like all of my classes just have so much to do. I have 50 pages for con law. Like it's a lot. So I have a lot of reading to get through. So we're just gonna power through all of that and make it through to the other side. I also have my oral research presentation for my legal practice class tomorrow afternoon after I get out of class. I have like an outline set up, so I think for the most part I feel pretty good about that one. I will probably go through and just practice it a couple of times just to make sure that I know what I'm gonna say, but I think I've kind of satisfied my professor's little check mark box things. The oral presentation last semester didn't go that well for me in my own personal assessment, and I didn't get as many like points on it as I think I could have. So hopefully we'll do better on that this semester. But yeah, we're just in a weird place emotionally. It's fun. Love that. It's like 7 p.m. and I haven't vlogged today, so hello, here we are. I just got back from Trader Joe's, not Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, different place this time, mixing it up. Basically just because I wanted a bunch of like vegan junk food. So I've talked about this a couple of times, I'm not like fully vegan, but I'm like, you know, progressing that way. At least when it comes to stuff I eat here at the apartment. It's a lot harder when you go out to eat. So mad respect for anyone who's also vegan, like at all times. Like, I think, yeah, there's a cat that's about to pop his little face into the frame, maybe. Nope, he made it out. There we go, now you see him. Anyways, vegan donuts. These are from like a little local bakery, I guess, near here. So I am pumped for those. I also got a giant thing of like Califia Farms cold brew because I am driving home on Saturday. I'm going to go back home for a week because I have 3 days off on next week. So I'm gonna go home for a little bit and see my parents and all that good stuff. The cat is rubbing his face against the camera now. I'm not giving him enough attention. So anyways, okay, buddy. So I got the almond milk for that, basically just because I fuel myself with an excessive amount of coffee and drive home. I randomly got a thing of little chicken sliders, and then dairy-free ice cream. This is like birthday cake cookie dough is the name of the flavor, and that just sounded so good. So that's a thing that happened. I also got a random blueberry scone that's also vegan because it sounded good. Some cookies. There's a second cat trying to eat a paper bag. We love that. That's a good look. And then randomly just got a green juice and 2 things of kombucha. So just random snacks and drinks and nonsense to have around the house. There's a cat in the way of the door. So yeah, that's a very miniature haul. Today's just been a better day than yesterday, so that's good. I'm like feeling more like myself, I guess, and less like I'm falling apart as a person, which is not a normal feeling. So come on, hold please. So that's good, that I no longer feel like awful about everything in my life, which is great. It's not even, I don't even have a reason to feel awful about everything because it all boils down to one thing that's dumb. But my brain has decided to put a lot of weight on my having a 1L job within a reasonable amount of time. So I guess that's just how that's been playing out. But yeah, today was good. I had class all day, went to the gym in the middle, as I always do, and then had my oral research presentation with my legal practice professor. So basically just went over all the cases I'd found. And I think this one, I felt better about this one this semester than I did last semester. I don't know. They're not graded that heavily. They're really only graded in the context of like the broader brief/memo that we have to write and submit in a few weeks. So it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but I think I did decently well. So, and I've gotten at least a little bit more comfortable with like delivering information in that particular format. I just don't like speaking presentations as much as I like written things. That's kind of been my day. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to crank out a couple of more job applications, just send things out. The good thing is, like, for as much as I'm like, I've been freaking out and like getting way in my head about this, there are like constantly new listings coming out, like daily. So it's not like, you know, all the positions are gone by March 1st, and like all of the positions that exist have been listed by March 1st. So, and I still haven't heard back on one place that I've been waiting on. So the search continues. It's not over yet, but we'll definitely do some more stuff tonight, and that's it. And then I have no class tomorrow, so tomorrow's gonna be a work day. That'll be fun. I popped open one of the kombuchas. It's got lavender, vanilla, and passion flower. It is very good, and I'm drinking it while I do applications, and basically all of them are done at this point. I'm just like gonna cover up, I don't know what's in my email inbox, so we're just gonna save y'all from whatever's there. And I have done all of things, and so now basically I'm just waiting on I'm going to send these emails in the morning instead of sending them at 9:30 at night. So I feel like that's probably a better choice. So anyways, they're done though. So I applied 4 places tonight. So we're still chugging along somehow. I love the ways my camera just like cannot adjust to lighting differentials unless it sees my face. Anyways, we are on the way to class. I didn't vlog at all yesterday. It was just kind of a weird day. And so just was not really up to filming anything or like talking to a camera. So that being said, like for what it was being weird, it was, as far as like law school things go, a good day. I met with a different person in my school's career center, just to talk through things, and she like gave me like a really wonderful vote of confidence, just being like, you're gonna get something, like I'm looking at your like qualifications and all of this, and like something is going to come through, which is just something I just needed to hear. And apparently, so she also was like, oh yeah, no, public interest timeline starts like way early, like way back in first semester. We always try to push that. And what? No, you didn't. So either I was not paying attention, which I feel would be a little weird because I go to so many different events put on by the school, or they do not promote that as much as they think they do. So that, but regardless, I don't even know if I agree with that either, because like a lot of the like places that I've wanted to work have been hiring now. Like that's, so, yeah, I don't know. That's just one like career person's take. But anyways, long story short, she kind of gave me a little boost of confidence that I needed, and like is gonna look over all of my materials. I've had them reviewed by the career center before, but she's gonna give them another once over and basically kind of look at some of the like areas where I'm like writing like customized messages, I guess, for each employer, and see if there's anything to pick out there. We both kind of agree that there's not anything wrong with anything. It's just this whole cycle has just been very weird for me, and it's just, yeah, that's been fun, but something's gonna pull through, so it's just a matter of when. And until then, we just continue sending in applications. So I sent out a bulk of them on yesterday morning, and I'm going to do like another batch on Friday, I think. Just getting more things out there. I literally got an email from a place that I applied a month ago that was like, hey, we're just now starting to review applications, so let us know if you've already gotten a position by now. So apparently some places are also just going really slow. So, you know, regardless, I think I film so much in my car that I really just need like a dash mount for my camera. so that I'm not just like precariously balancing it and driving on Missouri roads, which are notoriously bad. So, but anyways, yeah, all of that happened. It was all good. And I did a bunch of reading yesterday. I worked on my outline some. Originally, I was going to edit and submit, like make the final round of edits to my criminal law paper, which is due this weekend. And then I decided that instead I was going to finish my book. I was reading the second book in the Six of Crows duology. And I don't regret that decision at all, except there was a character death that I was not expecting, and I'm still sad about it this morning. But other than that, it was a very good book. And yeah, that was my Wednesday, and today is yet another jam-packed day. So I'm going straight to the gym after this. That's why I'm like, you know, in gym clothes and space buns for class. We're definitely going to knock the camera over here. I have to like drive over a metal plate. I'm also like 85% sure I have a meeting today at noon, but I could not for the life of you tell you what meeting it is. I just think I have to be back before my 1 o'clock class. So, possibly. This is why I put everything into a calendar. My brain cannot keep track of everything. I am fully dependent on a calendar app to take me from one task to another and one meeting to another. We ain't getting through this one, babe. I did have a meeting at noon. It was a meeting for a student org I'm in, and we met with like someone higher up in the organization, like broader law school stuff, which was super helpful. And there's like a really cool like mentorship program for people who are looking for like clerkships in the future that organization does. And so I'm gonna email her and see if I can get involved in that, because that would be just like a good like opportunity to like network and meet people and break into this little world of things that I'm trying to do. So that was good. And then class was class. And then I just passed out. So I was up kind of late last night because I was finishing a book. And so a little sleep deprived. And so yeah, class finished and I literally just like slept for 2 hours. So now I'm drinking coffee at 9 p.m. This is a really healthy sleep habit, clearly. So doing that, and I am doing my weekly outlines, and I'm also going to try to finish up my crim paper, and so I can have that off my chest. It's like pretty much done. I'm just gonna add in, the only note that my professor had was just like adding in a couple of comments about things. And so I've got like one little paragraph to do, and I don't even need to like actually have sources for it. I just need to talk for a hot second. So I will throw that in, and then at that point it's pretty much ready to go. So yeah, we're getting that done. And I don't have class tomorrow, so that's nice. I do have like a meeting with my legal practice professor because he's like going over with all of us the research presentations we did this week. So that's the closest thing I have to class, and even that's not even till 11:30. So that's nice. I have like a slow morning tomorrow. I'm gonna hopefully do some outlining work. So that's good. But I'm gonna get back to doing my little weekly outlines. My constitutional law one took way longer than usual, and it's because I had to read 50 pages one day this week, so it ended up leading to a lot of cases that I had to write down notes for. Makes sense. Coming at you live from the gym parking lot. We're gonna turn off the AC so that you can hear me talk.
It is 3 p.m. I slept in today. I stayed up late for literally no good reason this time. I didn't have a good reason other than the fact that my sleep schedule is just a little bit off because daylight savings time just ruins everything. So I stayed up later than usual and then woke up later than usual. So I didn't have time to work on my outline like I had expected to, but c'est la vie. It's fine. And had therapy this morning, which was good, and then had the like Q&A review session related to our open briefs, and I actually feel pretty good about where I came out. In mine, like I do have like directions that I need to pursue for future research, but I think on the whole I had a pretty solid understanding and my presentation was pretty solid. I will find out, I guess, at some point when I get a grade back on the entire memo, I guess, how I actually did on this presentation, but I do think I did a lot better on it this time around. So I think the oral research presentations are probably a good thing. Like, I'm glad that my school does them as a part of our class, our legal writing class, because apparently they're like a relatively common thing in legal practice, like actual legal practice, not like a class legal practice. They're a relatively common thing. And I feel like that's not something I do a lot of, or I have a lot of history of doing in my work. A lot of it, almost all of my work material was written. That's a lie. I did a lot of like conferences in my last job, but I think, I don't know. Opportunities to practice presentations I think are always good, so I'm glad that I did that, and I think I definitely have gotten better at them as the year has gone on, which is good. That's the whole point, is to like build your skills. So that happened. I filmed some videos for this channel, and those will be, you know, going up in coming weeks. I just wanted to get ahead on things just because life's crazy sometimes, and so it's just the more I can be ahead on little things like that, the better, because things like to smack me in the face. But I did get very exciting news, which was that so I mentioned a couple vlogs back that I was impulsively deciding to apply for a joint master's degree, so I would get a master's in addition to my JD while I'm at school, and I would stay for an extra year. And I got accepted to the program, so I am super, super, super happy about that. It was an impulsive decision, but it was like one of those decisions that, like, you know, like immediately, like the vibes were right. It felt like the right decision. It felt really good in the sense that it was like the first time in a while that I'd really felt like super motivated about law school stuff. And like, I don't know, it just very much felt like the right fit immediately. And so impulsively making this decision was very good. And then now I'm in, so I'm very excited. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I just, you know, never filmed an outro yesterday or like any sort of like, hi, this is the end of my day. So here we are. I have been driving for many hours at this point, and I figured I should probably film an outro. This camera is being very shaky, so that's nice. I apologize if I'm super shaky as I post this. Apparently the roads I'm on just suck. So anyways, I am somewhere in Georgia, like North Georgia, driving home. The cat crate that I left up for 3 months is finally actually being used to contain animals instead of just like sitting like an empty metal box in the back of my car. So that's something. But yeah, that's this is the end of this vlog. I think I kind of left off talking about things I needed to get done last night, which I did all of the things. I don't actually think I did any outline work. I did not work on my criminal law outline at all. I did not have time for that. But I did do more job applications and pack and submit my criminal law paper. So that's a week. That's a full week. And yeah, that's the end of this vlog. So hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you are not already. And I'll see you soon for another video. But for now, I have an hour left in the car, so we're gonna do that.